Everyone, welcome to my channel, Empress Aries 888. My name is Tanya. Well, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time you press that play button. Please like on the way in. It gives me an energetic donation to the channel. It helps me tune into you. Y-O-U. All right. Now, these are collective readings, any energy, any sign, and energy does not have a gender. So if I say he or she, please excuse and forgive the 3D terms. That's all they are. All right. So let's get started here on collective reading, my friends. And I'm feeling like, even though the sun is shining, a beautiful summer day, which I hope you're able to enjoy or have enjoyed, I feel like there's a dark entity here. Spoiler alert. That's what it is. It's somebody that is, what does the saying go? One bad apple spoils the whole apple cart. One person here that is trying to spoil a situation, whether it's a relationship between two people, a connection, a situationship before it gets off the ground, or something that already has been established, but they want it for themselves, right? Jealousy and envy are like the catalyst and motivators of so many nefarious, devious, situations that happen. It starts with that sometimes. So let's see what's going on here. If I'm right or if I'm wrong, Spirit, come through. It's like Spirit was saying to me as I was lighting the candles, like, there's good and bad in all of us. There's like that angel and that devil. It's really our own choices that determine which one we're going to be motivated by. The sun. Door to personal healing and happiness is here. Okay. So the sun. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. I feel like the sun is shining on a person, and that is just pissing people off. Good for you, baby. It is not your problem what other people feel about themselves or situations. And it may sound cold to say it like that, but I feel like too many times people try to excuse their happiness, or, I don't know, make people feel better about their circumstances, that it isn't as fruitful. I feel like you're not the kind of person that throws your happiness in people's faces. You're not the kind of person that elevates yourself, like, look at me, I'm so wonderful. But I feel like that's what's happening, and it's pissing people off, or pissing maybe a particular person off. And it's not your job to make that person feel better about their situation or the fact that you're happy. You shouldn't have to make excuses why you're happy. But I feel like this is you here in this card, and you're really happy and you're fruitful. You have a lot of things going for you. And I feel like it's really making another person jealous. But they don't realize, and that's the whole thing, they don't realize what you've been through to get to this point of happiness. And maybe they don't give a damn. But the point is, you've been through an awful lot in your life, and maybe they're going through it, right? Some people, no matter what you go through, they've gone through worse. You ever known people like that, man? It's like, I have a headache. Oh, I have a bigger headache. I get a migraine. It's not just a headache, right? I've been through stuff. I've been through worse. And then it's like they go through the whole spiel about that. Everybody's situation is different, and everybody's hell is different. So it's like, you can't really compare. But they probably don't give a damn what you've been through to get to this point. They're just seeing you glowing. They're seeing you shining. They're seeing other people admiring you, and they hate it. And that's not your problemo. Not your problem. That's theirs. They need to, get over themselves. Yeah. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's like you need to, I remember in the Bible it talked about Cain and Abel, the story of Cain and Abel. And God tried to intervene to say, why is it that you're jealous of your brother? Can't you control your anger? If you cannot control your anger, bad things are going to happen. And they just ignored God's advice. He tried to step in. He tried to alleviate the tension between the two brothers before it became a situation that inevitably ended up happening, right? Which is what Cain killed his brother. So it's like this person that is angry at you is really angry at their own life choices and situations that have led them to where they are, but they're projecting that onto you and making you blame. They might like what you have, they might like who you have in your life or who's admiring you, and they're pissed off that that person's not admiring them. Well, there is a seat for every ass, and that seat is not for you. But yet you think you can sit on that throne or that chair and take that person's spot. Ain't gonna happen, baby boy, baby girl. Recognize that. If it ain't your blessings, you can't steal it from another. Didn't work out for Cain, ain't gonna work out for you. Just saying. Reality. But this person that is shining and glowing, and if this hasn't happened to you yet, past, present, or future energy is always at play. Okay? It's going to happen. Keep going on that road. Keep glowing on that road, and you will get there. Right? Do not deviate to the left or to the right. Wherever you're at in your life is where you need to be. But you are setting yourself up for personal happiness. The thing is, you had to walk out that door on situations that no longer served you in order for that to happen, right? You were stuck in situations that didn't serve you, that sharpened you through pain, disappointment, and loss. But on the other side of that is where your personal happiness is. And people see that. A lot of people that do admire you, seen what you've been through, and they see that you have loved yourself enough to walk away from situations that you felt stuck in for a while, and maybe you needed to stay stuck in that situation for a while because you needed to learn something from that circumstance, sharpen you, right? Your own personal worth, to see your own personal worth. Maybe you never seen your personal worth for a while. You choked that down because you wanted to be responsible or not fail at something. But through failure comes success and understanding of what not to do next time. If we never fall, we'll never appreciate standing up and all the progress that we had to go through to get to that point. Life is not a bowl of cherries. Life is not fair at times, right? It's not always going to be your day to win. There's going to be loss. There's going to be disappointments. Some people are never going to appreciate your greatness. That is just reality. It's not negativity, my friends. I am not being negative. I am being realistic. Even if that sounds to you like negative, there's going to be happy times. There's going to be people that do love you. There's going to be people that appreciate you. There's going to be times when you succeed, right? There's going to be times when other people just lay out the carpet for you. You're the greatest, and it's going to happen that way. You're going to win. But there's also peaks and valleys in life. So don't be surprised at that. And I feel like for some people, we all get naive. We all get trusting. And I'm not saying not to do that, not to be trusting and not to be, not saying naive, but not, there's something to be said for childlike. In the Bible, it talks about childlike. Those are the ones that inherit God's kingdom. The children, they're so innocent and trusting. we don't live in a world like that anymore, where we can just be ignorant and trust everybody and everything. Because if we don't use our own personal intuition, that's when we inevitably get screwed. 10:10 on the clock. So we have to be balanced in our trust. We have to be balanced in our lives and expect situations not to always work in our favor. There's beauty here. So you could be very beautiful on the outside, or people could see you as both beautiful inside and outside. Take that how it resonates. You're a beautiful person. And freedom's here. Boundless freedom surges through me. I think that's the door to personal freedom, is beyond that door that you have to walk away from situations, right? Purification. You had to release toxic scenarios, situations, people, right? Cleanse yourself, in the sense of maybe even you have to do that now. Cleanse yourself, spiritual bath, because there's a lot of toxic entities, 11:11 on the clock, that are trying to attach themselves to you or have attached themselves to you. Gratitude. I think you look at life in a different way than you started. There is gratitude that you have. Fulfillment. There is joy and fulfillment that is going to happen for you, right? But you have to, acceptance is here too. You have to accept things that you cannot change, and you certainly cannot change a person. If you try to change a person, it might work temporarily, right? You control their thoughts, you control their actions. But in the end, they're going to resent you, and they're going to, break free from that. And you certainly don't want to be in a connection with anybody that you have to control. You don't want to be around a person that resents you, because it's like, it just makes the situation so much worse. It's like, why bother? Why bother? And I feel like with our own insecurity, sometimes we can do that. You know, I'm guilty of that myself. When I was in a different place in my life, I did that. And I shouldn't have done that. And I regret that. I'm not the person that I was in the past. I've changed myself because I realized it doesn't work. You can't hold on to people that are pulling away from you, desperately trying to gain their own freedom because you're so controlling. You can't, it doesn't work out. You're not the only one that gets hurt in the end. You're hurting other people, stifling other people. If a person's trying to break free from you, let them go. Let them go. Let them go in peace, right? What does it say, that saying that if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it was meant to be. If it doesn't, it wasn't. Whoever needs to hear that. You don't need a person to be happy. I know that I talk a lot about the Bible. Yes, I am a Christian, I am a spiritist, okay? In the Bible, it talked about Adam, the first human, who named the animals. And he looked around and saw that everybody had a match, right? Except for him. And that's when Eve came along. God created Eve for him so he could have a partner. And it is nice to partner with somebody. That's the chi, right? But not for everybody, right? For those of you out there that are single and perfectly happy, it doesn't have to necessarily always be a person that makes you happy. You can find happiness within yourself and your situations, your work, your studies, right? Your religion, people that you have in your family. It doesn't necessarily have to be a partner. It is an ideal situation in a sense for a lot of people that want to be partnered up with somebody. But to hold on so tightly to a person that you, first of all, forget who you are. You have to change, bend over backwards to fit into that round hole when you're a square peg. It doesn't work, you know? And it also, you lose something of yourself in that. And in the end, inevitably, the person is going to revolt. And where are you going to be at that point? It's not going to make you feel any better than it did trying to be something you're not, or holding on to a person that wants to let go. There is a person out there for you if that's what you want. So if a person is showing you that they want to leave, open the door and give them your blessing and let them go. Or you go, whatever the case may be. Give them the freedom that they're asking for. And you will be free too. All right, Spirit, give me some more information here. I know from personal experience. I know what I'm talking about. You will be free and you will be fine. Your life will not be over. The sun will rise the following day. It will work out for you, but you have to trust and have faith that it will. There's a person out there for you. Don't try to grab somebody else's person, right? Don't try to hold on to things that are trying to let go of you, and it will work out, my friends. All right, attachment trapped, right? Lock and key, man. Somebody feels that way about you, or you feel that way about your situation. Somebody feels very, very locked in, ball and chain type of situation. Like I said, past, present, and future. Chaser. So you've been chasing a person, or somebody is chasing a person, situation, trapping a person. Inconsistent. Somebody was hot and cold. This is a person who was probably hot and cold with you. I feel like this is their situation, not necessarily yours. I feel like you have learned your lessons, but somebody else is having to learn theirs. And I feel like somebody is attached to this person. Somebody chased this person. Somebody that was hot and cold with you, right? Somebody you had to let go of. Somebody that wants to communicate with you, and somebody that is communicating with you in the 5D dreams, right? Yeah. Let's go. Spirit, give me some more information, please. Somebody that you have a connection with. I don't want to throw it like a twin flame all the time. Some people don't believe in that. But it's like somebody that you have a soul tie to. And that's the only reason they're able to connect with you in the 5D is if you have a soul tie with them. You have a past life connection with them. Runs deep. Maybe you didn't have a deep connection with them in the 3D, which is the here and the now, from the past. But you have something with them that goes beyond even seeing them in person. You don't have to be with them to be with them. It's hard to verbalize that or explain that. But it's an intuitive connection when you met this person. It's like, oh my God, you've known this person your whole life type of thing. Because you did. Because you have. You might have had a deeper connection in a past life with this person. But this is a person that you're not with. But somebody else is with them. This is a person that spreads themselves thin in situations, connections. But they trap themselves with a person that's even more a player than they are. Yeah, somebody that's very unpredictable. And they don't know what's going to happen in their life because there's such a fog there. And it could be that they're being controlled magically. Somebody that was in their ego. Right? Yeah. Pride. Ego. Didn't realize. I think they felt like they played the game better than anybody else and met their match in somebody else that's even more toxic than they are. Somebody you had to let go of because of their toxicity. Maybe you held on to them for a while, but you realized you had to let go. Yeah, somebody feels lost. The 3D communication, they want to contact you, but they are trapped in a situation where they feel like they can never escape. And as I've mentioned in past readings, you're never truly trapped. It's really a self-imprisonment at times. Even if the situation is really difficult, you have children and family with somebody, married to somebody, so on and so forth, nobody's forcing you there. You are staying there with your own doubts and your own self-sabotaging talk in your head. I can't leave. What am I going to do? How am I going to afford this? Are they going to take me for a ride? They're going to screw me. They're going to take my kid, whatever. My house, everything. I'm going to have nothing. It's all It could be for some people because this person's really toxic, the one they're with. But even if that's the case, are you really trapped there because of a house? Even the children, because of children. You know, I have learned through my own experiences that you don't stay in a relationship based on children, because that doesn't help the children 2020 on the clock to be with parents that don't get along with each other, or be with partners that don't get along with each other. It makes it worse for them. It makes it worse. Because they're seeing a whole lot of stuff and hearing a whole lot of stuff that's unnecessary, that children have to grow up fast in situations like that, and it's not necessary to put kids through that. They didn't ask to be put here, and they don't have to be put through your toxic shit. You know? It's best to walk away from situations to show them that you can be strong, right? That you don't need a person to be happy. You're teaching them lessons by sticking around. You're teaching your kids that it's okay to accept a person's crumbs. It's okay to accept a person's narcissistic ways. It's okay to accept somebody's abuse. And they will grow up repeating that pattern generationally. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying that, throwing that out there and judging you. I'm saying that from my own personal experience. There's an elegance to you. There's a lot of secrets in a situation. A lot of skeletons in a person's closet. Secrets again. The vault is closed. Maybe they don't want you to know about their secrets. Maybe at one time you felt cast away from this person, but they feel that way about you now. In the dream state, they are contacting you. But in the 3D, the here and now, it's solitude. They're in their solitude. You had to walk away, trust the universe, and surrender to the outcome. Truth is, I feel like you had to come to the realization, be truthful with yourself, that you were holding on to people that no longer, not that they didn't serve you, but that you were no longer on the same vibration with. You were at a different place than these people. And the longer you held on to them, the more that their karma or their negativity attached themselves to you. So you could never truly be who you wanted to be around these individuals, because they didn't accept you for who you were. They accepted the phony. They accepted the pretender. They didn't know the real you because you didn't show them the real you, or maybe you tried to show them the real you and they didn't like it. So you had to be a version of yourself that you weren't proud of. After a while, you got sick of that. You wanted to, if you were spiritual, you wanted to go in that direction. Share your faith with people, and they didn't care. They didn't want to hear it. They weren't as woke as you. And it was banging your head against the wall. You have to be with people that accept you for who you are. Not be a version of the cookie cutter person they want, they accept. Healthy choices, exactly. Self-love. This is what you needed to do. You had to take a risk and realize that, yeah, it could cost you financially walking out the door. It could cost you in relationships with your children and your family and your life. But you had to risk that to show them what loving yourself looks like. Maybe they didn't understand it at first, but they will in the end. There's abundance here, right? You could be hurt. They could be hurt because you're not conversing with them, that you have boundaries up. But it's like you had to. You had to have boundaries with this person. There's a person that's stabbing them in the back, and that is a narcissist that they're with. Yeah, they dated this person. They could have gotten trapped with this person who got pregnant. That's what I'm hearing from spirit. Had a child or lied to them and said they were pregnant when they weren't. And eventually, maybe they did become pregnant with their kid. Or maybe the child wasn't theirs in certain scenarios, but they said it was theirs. Take it how it resonates, flip the roles, and if it doesn't fit, the shoe don't fit, you must have quit, baby. You know what I'm saying? Don't take this on if it doesn't belong to you. This could be your person's situation, not yours at all. You might not even know what's going on in this person's life. Yeah, patience is here. I think that you needed to have patience too. That not everything happens yesterday or tomorrow, even today. Patience takes time, right? There is a breakthrough. There could be for this person too. There's going to be happy times, right? There's growth here. There could be travel for some of you, but purification is here first. Freedom is here next, right? And then expansion comes from there and transformation. But it all takes time. It is not an overnight thing. And I feel like you wanted it sooner than it happened, or they want to get out of this situation sooner than it was ready for it to happen, if it hasn't happened yet or it did happen in the past. But I feel like at the time when you met this person, they were in a different place and so were you. And growth had to separate the two of you because you both needed to learn some lessons individually. Even if that person is your twin flame, they're still a different body. They're still a different person with different ideals, raising from, growing up and all that stuff that shapes them in this lifetime. Every lifetime we get shaped by what experiences we went through. And I feel like there was a lot of ego with this person. It could be a good looking person and they had a lot of choices and they chose poorly. But at the time they would have chose poorly if they would have chosen you because you weren't ready. And neither were they. And I think that when you are honest with yourself, you stop chasing them. Let them go. But you had to let go of far greater things than this individual. Okay? And it started with the idea that you weren't good enough, smart enough, or that the end of the situation, the end of the road for you was to be married and have a life partner in that way. I think you had to give that dream up because you don't have to be married to be happy. And I feel like that was something that was attached to you for a long time. That was the I-Chi. That was the ideal. Concealment. I feel this person is concealing their feelings for you. I don't feel like they have a lot of drama, so they probably can't tell the other person. I feel like there's denial here too, trying to live in denial that they don't need you, right? But I feel like they feel guilty about the situation and how it worked out between the two of you. I feel like they want to apologize to you, but they're in a scenario where they can't just walk away from this person. Like I said, I think they feel like they're trapped with this person. And for the most part, they might be. Because this person's very devious, controlling, and could be using magic. Could have something to hold over their head too. A past that this person keeps those skeletons deep in their closet that they didn't want you to know about. Threatening them, I'll tell on you, I'll tell people what you've done, I'll tell people what you truly are, who you truly are, that type of thing. And they don't want that to get out. They have this persona that they try to project to the world, right? This false narrative of who they are. And they know a secret about this person. They might be controlling them through blackmail. So it says, the violet flame, alchemy, release the old, make way for the new. And I feel like that's you. You have to make way for the new person that's emerging within yourself. A person that has personal freedom and fulfillment. A person who has a mission in life, who's going to help other people. Good for you. Somebody that is going to shine. All right, Spirit, give me a few more cards. I want to drag this out longer than it is. I always say we're going to do a fast reading and it turns into 30 minutes, sorry. All right, Spirit, any more for this, on this scenario? These two people. Yeah, there is memories that this person tries to deny, tries to not think about, but it comes to them. They think about you a lot. You're a star You're shining. You're their wish fulfillment. But the devil's here. There's codependencies, right? Could be financially. They're stuck with this person that they like bought a car with, bought a home with, have a life with, that type of thing. They feel really trapped financially. They don't feel like they have enough to offer you. Justice is here though. They want to confess. They want to apologize to you. Even if it's through this reading, through this tarot reading, that they want to apologize to you and say they're sorry. Sorry that they couldn't have measured up. Sorry that they ran away from you. Sorry that they didn't tell you the truth. Now, the Empress here, and that could be you or them, father figure, or mother. You know, like I said, feminines could have masculine energy. They're trying to control. I think it's him though. This person, this masculine energy that's trying to control themselves because they don't want to give this person any more fat to chew. They don't want to give this person a reason to go crazy. Feel like they're trying to protect you by staying away from you because they know how crazy this individual is. Yeah. You felt abandoned and you moved on from them, right? Yeah. Cups energy. Yeah. Eight of Cups. You're the Queen of Pentacles though, because of the situation that of things that you've walked away from. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that could be you or that could be them. They could be in their, if they're masculine, they could be in their feminine energy. This is a person who has status. This is a person who has money. This is a person who had money anyways. And maybe they look at you as that now, a person that has abundance. But they had abundance, or they have abundance. And that could be why this other person wants to attach themselves and keep them with them, you know, because they maybe came from nothing and they saw this person as their ticket out of that, right? Yeah. There is success and victory here. Six of Wands, and that's Aries, Leo, Sag. And it doesn't necessarily mean with this person you are going to have success. But it came from what? Defeat, endings, Ten of Swords, betrayals. You and them. In order for them to move forward, the Chariot's here, they have to leave situations that they're staying stuck in, just like you did. They're mirroring you in a sense of they're walking in your footsteps. They're not mirroring you. They're walking in the footsteps that you've already previously walked. And they're feeling hope in the sense of that if you could do it, they could do it. They see how you've came from painful situations, painful endings, and you are ascending, you are successful, you are a star. So they feel like they're learning from you and they're trying to emulate that. They want to break free as you broke free. Manifesting it, right? The Magician's here. So they're manifesting that change. Judgment is here. There was a poor judgment that they made in choosing this person and not choosing you. But justice is here too. Judgment and justice. So there could be something that right now is going through the court systems with this situation that's happening, and that it will work out, but it's going to have to hit bottom in order for that to happen. They're going to have to let go of their expectations, or they're going to have to let go of whatever it is that they've built up with this person. And that's hard sometimes for people, right? The material. But they're going to have to. They feel overloaded and overburdened. Ten of Wands. With the choice, right? Yeah. King of Swords. And they could be guarded about it. They could be like in denial. They could be acting like nothing, everything's great and it's not. But they want to. Knight of Pentacles. Give you their cup of love. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. They got a cup. They got a pen. I mean, there's more than one person here that wants to offer themselves up to you. And I think they see that. It's probably killing them inside too, because it's like, they see how great you are. Other people see it too. And man, oh my God, Page of Pentacles. So there's communication that they want to, good news. I feel like there's an opportunity here. Good news is coming for you, I should say. Page of Pentacles is here. Oh my goodness. But they're with the Queen of Swords. That's in the reverse. Critical, pessimistic, malicious. Yes, gossip. Has a lot to say and not in a positive way. Easily fights with this person. Comes up with shit just to start. Oh my God. Ace of Swords, and that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, there's a lot of hostility in that connection. But you're the high priestess, right? Intuitive, mysterious, stable. Such a difference. Such a difference between the two of you. And they see that difference. They realize it now. Realize it now. The judgment was off in a big way. And there's so many consequences that happened since that judgment was, was made against you. Mm-hmm. They want to, there's a lot of trickery and deceit that happened to this person. But they're being spied on by this individual too, though. Eight of Swords. It's like, I don't know, they got everything tapped, locked down. They can't move to the left or to the right without this person freaking knowing about it. Jesus. They got Two of Cups though. They want a different outcome. They want a different choice. They want to break free. They want to come towards you. They just want out of this, I don't know, this painful path they're on right now. Yeah, a lot of trust issues too. Lack of trust, man. The Lovers is in reverse. A lot of fighting about cheating. A lot of fighting about, you're looking at the jealousy. A lot of jealousy. The Moon is here. A lot of illusions were placed on this person. Yeah, they feel like they were deceived. This person presented differently, and they became this insecure, unhappy person. They're really projecting that on your person now to make this person feel insecure and unhappy. They want to move towards calmer waters. Mm-hmm. Six of Swords. Yeah. I feel like they regret this. Four of Cups. Yeah, they regret it. And Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer is Cups. They regret their choices. They regret the road they went down, right? Two of Swords is here. It's delayed their happiness. They're seeing the truth for what it is. Mm-hmm. They're seeing the truth, but they feel like they're standing tall in their resilience. They do. They know they have hope in the future now through watching you. I feel like that's 10 of Wands. Yeah, but they're tired. They're battle weary. They feel like they've been through a war. They see you being celebrated and happy. They're happy for you, Three of Cups. But they wish they would have made a different choice. So I keep hearing that in my head, I think they berate themselves about that. They beat themselves up about it. They felt like this is their karma. Maybe it is. But they're begging God, they're begging universe for a way out, a way out. And this person that they're with knows it and keeps digging in deeper, like digging in and trying to hold on to this person. And eventually they will break free, obviously. It's like, how bad does it have to get? I mean, in order for that to happen, though, only the universe knows. Release. Yeah, work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you and your purpose. You had to do that. And this person needs to do it as well, needs to be brave and realize that, yeah, you might be giving up something, but how much more are you going to gain in the end by being free? Free of all of that shit. Free of the toxicity, free of the baggage, free of the negativity, free of the toxicity, free of the addictions. Clear, cancel, and delete. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting into form. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. That's what happens. And, I really feel like, and be willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peace, right? And that's from anything, from our parents, from our prior relationships, past lives, whatever. What is it called? Generational curses. All of this shapes us into who we are. And it's like, we need to forgive. If we need forgiveness ourselves, we need to ask forgiveness. We need to give forgiveness to others, right? Do unto others. If you want it for yourself, you need to do it to others. We need to ask Spirit, God, whoever you relate to forgive whatever we've done. Forgive the people who are doing it to us currently, and then the mind changes, right? Instead of that stuck energy, the door opens. Try it before you dismiss it. Positivity begets positivity. And even if it doesn't happen today, tomorrow, it's going to happen. Keep going. Don't just give up. Patience is necessary. Time is necessary. And you will be free. Right? Thank you so much for joining me on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe because I'd love to have you. Till next time, be safe out there, my friends. Be blessed.